Hello everyone, welcome to Knowledge Academy. So today in this video I'll show you how you can access vCenter from the internet. Now in my case I want to access the vCenter server here, which is part of this SDDC, from my home. Okay, so to open a vCenter server from your SDDC, in your SDDC you just need to click here in Open vCenter link here, right? So if I click here, it will provide you a few options here. One is to go to firewall rule, one is to check VPN, and one is to go and check your credentials, show credentials, right? Let's say for an argument's sake, I just clicked on show credential here, and let's say I'm just gonna go and say open vCenter server, right? I haven't created any firewall rules or allowed any traffic to this SDDC because this is a newly created SDDC, so there is no firewall rules done yet, so everything is at default. Let's see what happens if I click on open vCenter here. Now it's trying to access this URL here, as you can see, and this wheel is just continually spinning, and very soon it will just time out because I have no access. The firewall will not allow my home IP address to go and connect to this vCenter, right? As you can see, it's taking a long time, and in a very short time it will just say it cannot be accessed or it is not reachable. I know that it's going to happen that way, so what I want to do, go here and I'm going to actually start creating firewall rule. Let this wheel spin here and we'll see what error message we get here, right? Now for me to be able to access this vCenter from my home, I need to create a firewall rule. So for that I click on view details, and then all the firewall rules, everything that you do in your NSXT, you should be doing here from networking and security tab. That spinning has stopped here in this tab. Let's have a look what happened here. Okay, it's still spinning, but it says this site can be reached, right? Obviously it says error, connection timed out. So yeah, and it says it took too long to respond, right? Yeah, definitely it's because of the firewall. That's exactly what we're gonna do now. Now talking about firewall, all the firewall rules are actually in this security section here. I'm gonna click on gateway firewall. Now there are two gateway firewall rules. One is management gateway firewall rule and the other one is complete gateway firewall rule. Complete gateway firewall rule is the firewall rule that applies to customer workloads. Since this is a brand new SDDC, these are only default rules here, and for me I want to access vCenter, so vCenter is not here, it's not part of complete gateway. So vCenter is a management appliance, and if I need to create a rule for vCenter server, I have to come and click on this management gateway. Again, these are the default rules here. There are a few default rules here. One is ESXi outbound rule, right? It's going any, and vCenter outbound rule, right? So going out is allowed. Anything going out from vCenter and ESXi is allowed by default at the moment, and anything else is denied. So you can see here any deny apart from these two, right? Now for me, because I want to access the vCenter server from my home, I need to create a rule. Okay, so I'm going to click on this add rule. Okay, I'm going to create a rule, and for that I'm going to give it a rule name vCenter inbound rule as. Okay, then now sources, I'm gonna restrict it to my home. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna say user defined, right? I'm gonna define a group. I don't have a group here. I'm gonna define a group right now. So I'm gonna say add group. Okay, I'll say Satya's home network. Set member. Now when I go to set member, I can actually set a member with the IP address. For my home IP address, because my ISP, it actually assigns an IP address to my router, so I don't have that handy. I'm gonna go here and look for it. So I'm gonna say my IP address in Google, and Google will tell me what is my public IP address, right? So for safety, this is the best way to do it. Even if your IP assigned by this public IP assigned by ISP keeps changing, I would say for safety and security, go this way. Many people just do any rule for inbound vCenter, and that is not ideal. Now in my case, that is my public IP address and /32, because this is only single IP address I'm going to allow, and apply. Okay, so it's here. If you want, you could put some descriptions and tags and things like that, but for this case I'm just going to go here with what I have, and then I'm going to click on save. So with that, it has created a group named Satya's home network, and it has added it properly. So this is how it looks, right? And then I'm gonna go here and say apply. Now my vCenter inbound rule for my home is there, but now I need to select the destinations. For destination, I'm gonna go and select system defined group, and we have 3 system defined group here in this example. I'm going to select vCenter. This is the one that I'm going to select because I want to access vCenter appliance. I'm not interested on NSX manager or ESXi host. So vCenter and apply. So what services in vCenter do you want to access? So in my case, let's say I want to access the TCP 443 HTTPS SSO port number TCP 7444 and also ICMP traffic. Now once that is done, all I need to do now is go here and publish this rule. Okay, that rule is published. Now this was the vCenter IP address we did already. It timed out, right? Go back here. For now, I'm just gonna go ahead and click on this open vCenter button. Now show credentials, I'm going to copy this username, which is cloudadmin@vmc.locals, right? I'm gonna just copy that, and then also the password is hidden. I'm just gonna copy as is in a hidden form, and click on open vCenter button. Now what I want to do is I'm gonna paste my username there and also the password which I copied earlier from that screen. Go here like that and log on. Now since I have appropriately created the firewall rule in my SDDC, I'm able to see the vCenter, right? So this is basically the same look and feel that we all are used to. This is now the vCenter view that I have. So in SDDC vCenter, when I expanded all of this, you have your SDDC data center. Under there you have cluster. There is a ESXi host here because it's a single host cluster. I only have one node here. Any VMware Cloud and AWS SDDCs, you will see 2 resource pools: compute resource pool and management resource pool. In compute resource pool, I have not started creating anything, so there are no VMs, no templates, nothing in here. However, in management resource pool, this is where all of your management appliances sit. So these are managed by VMware team, and this one is only in read-only mode for the users. So I won't be able to change anything with these management appliances. So 6 management appliances by default. Every SDDC comes with these 6 management appliances. 1 vCenter server, you have 3 NSX managers and 2 NSX edges. Okay, so this is how you access your vCenter, and now you can start doing all the vCenter admin work here. And I'll look forward to seeing you in my other videos.